Hey guys, this is Amy. Welcome to Gluten Free for All. And let's get into the video. Okay, everybody, we are back. In this particular video, we're going to be reviewing Texas Toast. We've got 3 brands that do a gluten-free version of Texas Toast. We've got Gillian's, the OG, New York bakery, which I feel like is a little newer than Gillian's maybe. And then Katz, which is the newest brand, and I say new, but it's really not new. It's been around a little while now, but these have been around for a long time. And this brand, I think, is probably the first brand to ever do gluten-free Texas Toast. But I am looking forward to trying these. So I'm going to start with the Katz, because that was actually cooked the fastest, so that it's still sort of warm when I eat it. I'm going to start with that. Quite a crunch. Soft in the middle, definitely garlicky, and it looks really buttery on both sides even, but I don't know, it doesn't taste very buttery, but very garlicky. And it's very clearly a nice thick piece of bread, but I would say it's pretty good. So now I'm going to compare it to the other 2 styles. Now, it's interesting because New York has like a cut-off picture of what you're gonna see here. And this is what it looks like. So, I mean, pretty accurate, I guess, to the picture. This is, I would say, quite a bit more saturated. You know, they just kind of turned the yellow up. On the photo there, but it does look like that. But you'd think, because of what the picture is on this, that this was this one, right? Those look alike. Oh, I guess this is like, you're seeing it, because here's this. I mean, this is huge. But I guess you're seeing it from an angle where it looks small because of the perspective, right? I can tell now that I'm looking at it closely. But it looked to me like this was this. But this is this one. And the New York is this little guy here, which looks like it's cut from a baguette, you know? So let's see how the New York one tastes. It's got like a little burnt on the bottom, even though it tells you to cook it for a very long time. It's definitely better quality bread. Much more what you would want from like a baguette. It's been a long time for me, but maybe some of you, a little more recently than me, have gone to the grocery store and gone to the area where you can buy the baguettes in the little paper bag. It's like that. So it's definitely a lot more like this is like gluten-free bread. Just cut thick, you know. Nice for gluten-free bread, but it's like gluten-free bread. This is not what I would say is like gluten-free bread. This does have less flavor though. It has less butter, less garlic. About the same amount of seasonings that you really can't taste on either of the two. This one, the Gillian's brand, this is like a very thick piece of bread. This is like a whole, this is like a whole end loaf of gluten-free bread. Visible, like, minced garlic on this one. These two don't have that. These two probably had, like, you know, garlic powder on them. This has minced garlic that started to toast a little bit in the oven, which is nice. And it's moist. These are moist breads, right? But this has a moisture to it. This is wet with butter. These two, the butter soaked right in. So this is obviously a lot of crust that these don't have. And it's wet. It's actively wet. Has more seasonings, and the garlic is fresher. So let's give this one a try. Oh my God. Wow. That's no contest better. Like by a mile. You know what I will say? If what you're looking for is Texas toast, and you want it to be Texas toasty, right? You want it to be frozen, and you open the box and you take it out and you stick it in the oven and you eat it, and it's hard as a rock and it's very buttery and very garlicky, and you just eat it. This is probably the closest to Texas toast, the Katz. This is a little better quality, like I said. It's like the baguettes that used to come in the, I don't know if they still do that. I guess they do, but I haven't been over there in forever, so I don't go in the bread aisle. I avoid it like the plague. But you know, the baguettes in the paper bags. And then this, I mean, this is like a revelation. I don't know what this is. This is something that I need in my life. You know, I thought when I purchased these that what I needed in my life was Texas toast. And when I tasted these two, I said, okay, I've accomplished getting Texas toast in my life. And when I ate this, I realized that I never needed Texas toast in my life. What I need is this. This is not Texas toast. This is a whole end loaf. A whole end of a giant loaf of gluten-free bread with fresh butter on it that makes it so nice and moist. And it has toasted garlic, and it has seasonings, and it's so much more than Texas toast. This is something I'm going to buy and keep in my freezer all the time. And that is like, I don't know. If there are times where what I really want is Texas toast, I'll buy this. If there's times when I'm having a rough day and I'm like ready to cry and I need like emotional food, like food that's going to just make me feel better, it'll be this. This is, I don't even know how else to describe this. It's just amazing. It's just exactly what I what I didn't know I wanted. So I highly recommend the Gillian's. And as I said at the beginning of this video, this was the original gluten-free brand, if I'm recalling correctly. You know, this was the brand that made it first. This brand said, well, we do Texas toast and everybody loves our Texas toast. Let's do a gluten-free version. And then this brand says, well, we do everything gluten-free and people like Texas toast. That's one more thing we could do, right? So they're much later in the game. And like I said, if what you're looking for is Texas toast in the most textbook sense, this is probably the closest. But if what you're looking for is something that's going to change your day, get the Gillian's. And if what you're looking for is something on like an old-fashioned, really nice, like bakery-style baguette that you can't get anymore because you're gluten-free, get the New York. So that is my review. They're all good in their own way. My vote is for Gillian's because, like I said, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to keep this in my freezer, and I'm going to use it for emotional support. So enjoy, because I will be. Thanks for joining me in celebrating your gluten freedom. Leave your thoughts in the comments section for me below. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notified of new videos. If you'd like to see more of us here at the Geek for All family of channels, check the description box down below. I'm Amy, and thanks so much for watching.